Seattle has a very easy strategy for this Week 18 game against the Arizona Cardinals. Win at all costs. They have to win, and they also have to have a Packers loss as well to get into the playoffs here. Fortunately, they two of their losses were to the Rams, so that actually clinches the Rams into the playoffs over the head-to-head tiebreak. So we're going to break down the game, what the Seahawks have to do to beat the Cardinals, who have been playing pretty good football over the past couple months here, trying to play spoilers again as they did in Week 17. But before we do that, like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified whenever we create new content. Ryan and I, we have a bunch of offseason content coming up leading to the 2024 NFL Draft, including mock drafts for both the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. So if you want to see those, like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified. Ryan, Seattle here, coming off a tough loss to Pittsburgh. Arizona are playing spoilers this year and kind of getting ready for the 2024 season. They have a lot of momentum coming into the offseason as well, and are probably going to line up to get at least a new favorite toy for Kyler Murray. They're at least going to be in the neighborhood, I think, for Malik Neighbors. But we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens here. But Marvin Harrison Jr. right now, I can absolutely see them being in that field play. I think currently right now they're picking fourth overall.
Yeah.
What are kind of the objectives for both these teams, particularly the Seahawks, who need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive?
Yeah, I mean, they won this matchup earlier in the season, 20-10, and I really just like what they have going for them on the offensive side of the ball. Geno Smith, they had a little bit of a rough outing against the Steelers, but Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith and Jigba really have a good thing going. For me, the big hiccup with this offensive line, especially after Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas went down, just has been giving up a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And Geno Smith being 35, I believe.
No, he's not that old.
Is he? I thought he was mid-30s. But
I'll double check. Continue.
But yeah, but Geno Smith has looked a little bit more pressured and rushed this year than he has in years past. I guess last year. And I really do just think that's been the big hiccup with this offense, and the Steelers were able to kind of exploit that last week. Also, this running game hasn't been nearly as solid. And yeah, even with Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, they just haven't been as solid because, again, I think this offensive line hasn't been as good as they had hoped this year. So,
yeah,
for me, come in, get the ball to your playmakers on the outside, try to keep Geno Smith upright, and yeah, like you said, just win. If I'm the Cardinals, I mean, just continue to build on what you've been doing. You have no expectations in this game, but I think if you really want to make a statement going into 2024, beat the Eagles and the Cardinals in back-to-back weeks to close out the season, and go get yourself Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean,
Eagles and Seahawks, you mean, right?
Yeah, is that what I said? Eagles and Seahawks?
Oh, no, you said Cardinals.
Eagles, yeah. Beat the Eagles and Seahawks, and go get yourself Marvin. Yeah. Go get Marvin Harrison Jr. I think Marquise Brown is an unrestricted free agent, so go get him. Go re-sign him as well. That would be a fantastic tandem at wide receiver. I do think...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, just to build off of that, going up against the Eagles here, Greg Dortch had 7 targets on 7 catches. Trey McBride had 7 targets on 6 catches. Mike Wilson had 4 catches on 6 targets. I was saying that in reverse. Rondell Moore is still there also. Yeah. So if you go get Hollywood Brown to come back, James Conner is still a stud. I know he's getting up there in age a little bit, but I could see them getting a young running back in this draft here, but it's not the best running back class, maybe a day 3 running back. But you go get that skill position player, is what you were talking about here. I think another thing, too, to talk about the Cardinals as well this offseason, they have 6 top 100 picks as of right now. So I think they have 2 picks in each round through the first 3 rounds. So that's going to be huge in finding talent there as well. They're playing good football since Kyler Murray's come back, and it's going to be interesting to kind of see how he does with now a full offseason being healthy and then a full season going into 2024 here. Seattle's going to have their hands full. I mean, it's not going to be easy. I think the biggest thing, Abraham Lucas did get a little banged up in the last game, but I think he should be fine. Charles Cross is back as well. And so the biggest issue for the Seahawks is going to be their interior here. And I think if Cardinals are going to be able to capitalize, that's where they're going to have to attack. Because also, too, that's been kind of the main issue on why Seattle has struggled to run the ball this season and where they're ranking at statistically. So it's going to be an extremely tough game for both teams just in general, but trying to end on a high note for the Cardinals will be tough. And at the same time, also with the Seattle Seahawks trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Let's get into predictions, though, here. But before we do that, as I said, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We have a bunch of off-season content coming out here, including season recaps for the Cardinals and Seahawks when their seasons are done, and also individual mock drafts, 3-round mock drafts, 7-round mock drafts as well. And so like, subscribe, and Ryan, who do you have winning this game and why?
I'm going to go with the Seahawks here. I do just think they're the better team. The Cardinals had a good victory against the Eagles last week, and I think the Seahawks, I think they have something to prove after last week letting Pittsburgh come in there and kind of steal their thunder away from them clinching a playoff spot last week. So that for me, I really think the Seahawks are going to come in there and win. And it's going to be close. I'll say 20-17. Low scoring. These are division opponents, so it is kind of hard to predict the score. But I think it'll be lower scoring than we both think as well. So I'm sticking with the Seahawks. Yeah, I just think they're the better team.
I like it. So I'm actually going to disagree. I'm going to go with the hot hand now and the Cardinals here. I think they're going to go back-to-back. Since Kyler Murray has come back, I have been impressed overall with how this team has been playing. He does add a totally different level of dynamicness to this offense here. I'm really excited to see what he could be, what type of player he could be. Not in a Cliff Kingsbury offense, especially in a full season. Then you give him a full off season now as well to like play and apply the practice and the knowledge here of the playbook. Because last offseason he was rehabbing. So I'm going to go with Arizona here. Also as well, I'm 8 games back from you. So if I'm going to try and make any dent, try and catch up to you here, going all the way up to the Super Bowl, I'm going to need to try and find some games here to pick up on. So I think this is a good one here. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
All right. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here. We disagree on this one. If you guys have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on who you think is going to come out ahead in this matchup. Will it be the Seattle Seahawks? Will it be the Arizona Cardinals? Knowing that, we will see you guys next time.